Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar and this is Megaquarium Strategy and Tactics, Episode 3. So in our last episode we got a couple new tanks going here for us. This is why we got the people on here. Our machines are starting to break, but that's okay. That's why we have fixers. That is the entire point of having the fixers. We are on a brand new day. We are close to getting the fox-face rabbitfish. Also, I realized one thing after reviewing some of the tapes. I don't think I ever placed the yellow tag into our ambassador tank. That's a problem because we should have a yellow tag. I was also doing some thinking here, and I was looking at my corner tank here, and I'm wondering, you know what? Maybe it would be better if we made a bigger tank. Like here, the soldier fish are fine, but the squirrel fish will be fine as well. Yeah, you know what? I think it's actually fine if we do that. We are short a requirement. Yes, we are. Let's fix that. Some sea lettuce. Sea lettuce. Also, one other thing that I was thinking of here is that while the reason why we only want to put one fish, one representative of each fish into this tank is we eventually want to fill this tank up with as many representatives as possible, and this tank will eventually run out of space. It's got quite a bit of space. Hang on. We've got, 55 of 84. We still got plenty of space in here, but we don't want to do it. In fact, since we got that Royal Grandma bonus out of the way, well, you know what? I can keep those around until we need to make more room. But there is one type of thing that doesn't take up room, and that is the Daisy Stars and the mushrooms here. These guys don't actually take up fish space in the tank. Now, they do contribute to the bio load of the tank, so housing them in extras of them are not free, but there's no reason not to load up on them. That way we can maximize the chances of people getting prestige off of these two guys without denying us an opportunity to get more species in there. So let's if we have 3 of these guys in here, what does that give us? 60% chance? I think we can do better. What does 4 Daisy Star polyps give us? 69% chance. You know what? Let's go for 5. I'm feeling frisky. What do we get for 5? 75%. I'm happy with that. Okay, so we're gonna go for 1, 2. Not enough money. Aha. That is the thing, is it not? Okay, yeah, not enough money. We'll solve that with the fox-face rabbitfish once we research it, the whole money thing. Although no, that's just going to give us some base prestige. But we're making money. We're making money. And besides, we'll make up for it once we get the extra prestige from these. 219. Yeah, it's just a matter of slowly adding these. We're short $1. $1. There's our rabbitfish. Okay, what else can we squeeze into this one? Yeah, we already have the flame angelfish. We don't need another one. Yeah, we already determined we don't want any of those. I mean, the blue tubular sponge fits right in. I know we were talking about going for the lionfish tank, but at the moment I think we can, before we expand out our tanks, I think we can just keep maximizing our one tank. Just to get it going. So yeah, why don't we get these sponges? Because these sponges are really, really good for us. Because we can so effectively get copies of them and make them, 75% chance of people getting the prestige for them. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Okay, we've got our disco shrooms up and ready to rock and roll there. Oh yes, our guidebooks are out of supply, but we are also out of money for that. Oh yeah, I was gonna put the rabbit fish in here just for temporary. I'm gonna eventually combine them. Ooh, you're a little fussier with the water quality, aren't you? Okay. We need some more money so that we can get a protein skimmer. Just a vanilla one. We don't need the huge one because we don't have the huge power filter. Alright, somebody, anybody? Before the fish dies, please. Oh, somebody, thank you. Perfect. Alright, so that has that sorted. Alright, now that... Ooh. This just flat out leveled up, and now the water is crappier, which means someone grew tinfoil barbs. All of our tinfoil barbs have grown. And we're short for Adolfo's Cory. Not right now. Porcupine Puffer, I don't have the grouper to trade you. Cuckoo Wrasse, don't have a cold water tank. Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah, no. So we're going to just need some more just baseline filter power. Because again, we can't use the skimmers on the freshwater tank. Large filter 250. Thankfully that's not too expensive, even for the large. And another large should make it work. There we go. Luckily, this tank doesn't require very high water quality. The fussiest fish here only requires 55%. Oops, something else is low. Oh, but you're fixing it. Okay. Just making sure that we're keeping everything sorted here. Coral Beauty Observe. Ooh, well, here's a chance for some cash. Coral Beauty. 3,000 now, 5,000 after. Heck yeah. Alright, I think Coral Beauty is going to go off in this little display tank here. I don't think the Coral Beauty conflicts with anybody in here. I'll double check once we get a chance. I'm not going to sacrifice the research we have already on the corals here, but the Coral Beauty certainly can be our next target. I don't think they're that high of a level to research anyway. And that will give us the money to give us a proper expansion tank. Like, we can actually grow these tanks to a rather beefy size. And get the accoutrement to go with it. Because, yeah, another large tank would not be a bad thing. Alright, Blue Tubular Sponge, Coral Beauty, Wimps, doesn't like other Coral Beauties. It's only a 3-fer. It won't go well with the rabbit fish, but that's okay. We can swap out the rabbit fish. Actually, does the Coral Beauty... Oh no, it's a Wimp and we have bullies in our tank. Although, we could just get rid of the Arabian Blue Line Dotty back, because I think that's the only bully in the tank. So yeah, we could just get rid of the bully. We could just put the Arabian Blue Line Dotty back in here. In this smaller tank, because I don't think we have Wimps here. The rabbit fish is not... yeah. So yeah, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Arabian Blue Line Dotty back, stick you in here, and then the Coral Beauty is going to get to go in our ambassador tank. I mean, heck, we could even put a second Arabian Blue Line Dotty back in this little tank down here, just to up the... Oh wait, it's 4. Never mind! We'll find a 3-fer of something in here. But we do have a new coral to give to this tank here. The Blue Tubular Sponge, and since it's the same category as all the others, and we already have the high-powered lights, it's already going to be just fine. So we can go with 5 of these guys in here too. Now these guys are taking up a lot of space that we might need to pare back on them a little bit. Actually, I might want to pare back on them now. Let me move you out of the way here. Because, yeah, we're already pushing it, but if it's for just one... what if we put in some rocks? Because some of the rocks have some natural filter power in them. These live rocks... There. The live rocks have some extra filtering power and some nitrate reacting power, which is sort of like the protein skimming, but just another classification. So that gets the water quality back up. So we're going to have to be careful when we add more stuff, and we might actually need to clear out some of our guys down here to make physical room for other things. But for now, we'll leave the extras in. Oh yeah, we should also get the refill, the guidebook shelf, and also an employee to get guest books here. All right, we'll go for Tom here. He's not too effective, but he's cheap. But hang on. He is not Tom. No limage, and you will be our. All right, we have 40 seconds left on that one. We are researching the Coral Beauty now. That should be fine. Oh wait, I built another guidebook shelf. Duh. We don't actually need another guidebook shelf. We need the guidebook supply. Yes, no, maybe so? Guidebook supply, there it goes. Okay, I'm assuming someone just grew in here. French angelfish eats soft corals. No bueno. Oh, it's because it's because these things grow. They start adding more to the bio load of the tank. All right, I don't think we can get away without more like actual mechanical filtering power. But luckily we have a lot of room for these machines. Alright, base prestige up. Oh, speaking of prestige, so I have been in contact with the dev regarding how the calculations for these ecology posters are up here. So previously, in a previous patch, that you only had a 30% chance of getting a prestige from when people viewed the posters. But now they will always get prestige, but it won't always be the full listed amount. They will get a random prestige amount up to the prestige level of the poster. So some people read the whole thing, some people only skim it over, but you're always going to get a little bit of prestige from everybody. Yeah, and he says that the math susses out to be about 50% on average. So the average person is going to be taking away 5-6 prestige from our ecology poster and 5 prestige from the science poster, which is fine. That's perfectly fine. That's an overall improvement in prestige generation, though. So thank you, Tim. We are getting pretty close to getting our balloon shop going too, which will help our income in the long run. For the time being, we're not really playing the Prestige game because the way Prestige works is people get assigned Prestige as they see tanks and enjoy things and whatnot. But and that Prestige, while sitting on them, contributes to our aquarium's prestige. But the minute they leave, that prestige goes away. So it's how much prestige you've built up within the people who are still in the aquarium. The way you build up your prestige levels is to make your aquarium bigger so that people wander and take longer and spend more time in your aquarium. That's really the big trap here. But since we have such a small effective area of our aquarium, people are seeing everything they need to see and then going home because they're done. So we're not holding on to too much prestige. I'm going to get the nitrate reactor just so we have that option in case we need to goose stuff. I don't remember if freshwater works with nitrate reactors or not, but it'll be good to have around in case. But we do have this. Alright, we're getting fries hatched here. Excellent. Alright, let's get our balloon on here. Yeah, that should be good. And then we'll get a balloon supply. Excellent. And we're 2 seconds away from getting our Coral Beauty. Wonderful. Bosman's Rainbow. Is there a reason I cannot include them in this tank right here? Needs at least 5. We could make room. Needs, alright, good water there. They require higher water quality. That's going to be tricky. And they don't actually add any new requirements that my science poster hasn't seen. We already have an open space requirer. We already have a plant lover. We already have a shoaler. So yeah, they're not actually going to add anything to our science poster. So not really worth the effort, especially if they're going to bring up the demanded level water quality from 55 to 65. That will be problematic. Maybe when we have the nitrate reactor, that won't be so bad. But for now, let's give it a miss. Now here, the Epaulet shark. Now this thing you'd think, well, what are you going to do with the shark? You can't put it in with the small fish. Well, this shark eats crustaceans. He doesn't eat small fish. We can put him in with the small fish. And he's worth quite a bit of prestige by himself. Now he's expensive and he takes a lot of space and whatnot, but that's why we want room in our ambassador tank. So, Epaulet shark, go. Coral Beauty, go. Alright, yeah, we are going to need to start getting rid of some of these, extra, the disco mushrooms and whatnot. Okay, we will get rid of disco mushrooms 1. We'll also get rid of the that sea lettuce because that's inefficient. Yeah, get this stuff in here, and that'll give us the plant material that we need. And all right, there's that Coral Beauty. Is the and now is my calculations correct? Is the Coral Beauty happy in the ambassador tank? We want to make sure that they are. Yes, they are. They are happy in the ambassador tank because we got rid of all the bullies. So now this is actually a wimp-friendly tank. We can go back and see if we passed up any wimps simply because they were wimps. I mean, actually, we could put one of the kings in here. Just, again, for the species variety. I know we already have them in this tank, but throwing one member of them in here wouldn't be a bad thing, just to goose up our ecology poster. Were there any other wimps that I kept out of that tank? No, I think we're good, actually. Alright, looks like our goodies are selling out quite nicely. Gotta keep an eye on, yeah, look at all these machines breaking down. Now, I don't know if this is just a case of machines breaking frequently. Do we have 2 fixers? We do not have 2 fixers. We need another fixer. Yeah, we need another fixer. We have 2 toolkits, but we have enough... Actually, you know what? A fixer gift shopper might not be a bad... You're better at fitness anyway. But, you know, let's see what else we have for fixing. We have a good all-rounder here. You're expensive, though. Feeding, fixing. Well, yeah, you know what? Actually, you're pretty good, Claire. Yeah, let's go. Let's get you. I do want you fixing before feeding. And I also do want to rename you. Zafira. Get on it, girl. Now, granted, I realize that she's really expensive, but she has really good stats. So we could use her help. I do wish you'd go over here, because this tank is, well, tanking. Because both of these things are in need of mending. Alright, once we get the cash in for this Coral Beauty, that's when I'm going to do a big expenditure and actually expand the tanks here. Phew, we almost, yeah, some of the fish were getting a little unhappy there with the cold water going. And so we were starting to lose a little prestige from some of the people. Man, our gift shop person is having trouble keeping up. We should give him some sneakers. We should give a lot of people some sneakers, actually, because that will increase everybody's movement speed here. I mean, they're 600 a piece, though. That's the problem. Let's save our cash, have our big tank expenditure, and then go from there. Because, yeah, I want to get these 2 little tanks into one big corner tank, and then we can... then I think we'll go with the aforementioned lionfish tank. But we can do something big with them, too. And look, the freaking balloons are already sold out again. Boy, yeah, we kind of need an employee just dedicated to this thing. Alright, well, that took care of that. Do we have any other missions or quests? Oh, a fully grown shark will get us one of these things. They don't like krill eaters, and we need 7 of them. This needs its own tank. Let's be very honest. But one shark will give us a fully grown shark. So this might be a trade we can make once we get a shark to then fully grow it. So luckily, I don't think these things expire. Also, a French angelfish for our combined tank here is probably going to be a good idea. Alright, so with the game still paused here, what I'm going to do is we're going to expand you down quite a bit, like that. We're going to swap you over here, just move you all out of the way. You too, sorry about that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to temporarily just yank the tank out of the way here. and build a whole new one, and then just migrate all the fish in these two little tanks into the big corner one. All right, deep corner tank. We don't want. I still want to stick to the whole rule of thumb here, where we don't go over the 90. So yeah, here we can't get it quite as close as the wall tank, but that's still okay. 80 is still fine by me. 80 is perfectly peachy. And here's a little space efficiency thing here. So what we're going to do, since this is now a deep tank, it now needs a platform to feed it. What if we put the platform, say, like right here, and we put stairways on both sides? That way, the people who need to feed the fish can now feed both tanks worth of fish. And the people who just want to get back and forth here can just go up and down the ladders. No ifs, ands, or buts. I did not observe anyone slowing down when they go up and down stairs, so to them it's just like flat ground. So that works out. And now we have this whole area over here to put machines to filter this thing. Alright, so now what we're going to do... Okay, now with all the fish out, we can just sell these two tanks. Alright, you guys want cave power. Now that we actually have a deeper tank, we can get this pitted column, which has 11 cave power. So that satisfies that pretty nicely. Obviously, we're going to want our large heater. As far as placing them, yeah, you know what? I'm going to place them like this. We're going to just move... We're going to move some of these. This balloon supply is already empty. You know, we'll just put them like this. Make it faster for our guidebook, or for our gift shop person to do their thing. Right then. And now we got large filter, and then we go for the large protein skimmer. Perfect. Alright, everybody happy here? Or do we have a bully wimp? Oh, we have a bully wimp situation here. You know what? Since the kings are not really worth that much... and we have one in the ambassador tank. I think they're gonna have to go. They lose the right to be down here. Sorry, guys. Now, who else can we squeeze in here? I mean, we could put in extras. Like the ambassador tank just has singletons, but we could put the multiples of these guys in here. Just so we can get the proper, like the Arabian Blue Line Dottie back. We can get 4 of them. We can get 4 fox-face rabbitfish. That way we maximize the chances. And actually, we've almost filled up this tank. Is there like a Lone Ranger type deal that we can squeeze in here that we could not squeeze elsewhere? Because we already have the 4 half-and-half chromies in the ambassador tank, so we don't need those. We don't need the royal grammas because we've got 4 of them. Yeah, we could actually get a couple of these guys in here just to maximize the chance of them being seen. But otherwise, this tank is actually pretty good just by itself, and we got plenty of money left over. So let's get our wall here so we do not disturb everyone. Actually, you know what? We could go for another corner tank over here. We could start things off with we could make it a freshwater acidic tank, and then start researching some of the acidic types. That might not be a bad idea. It might not be a bad idea at all. But that's going to have to be in our next episode. Let's just seal this area off for the moment. There we go. So, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya! Yeah, liking the new tank. All the fish are hanging out by the pitted column.